Not many of you then.
With 3 Olympic gold medals and 31 major goals in total, Adam Peaty has been untouchable in the pool for 7 years. His book is written, but he's nowhere near finished, not until Project Immortal is complete.
Project Immortal for me was, again, doing a time that no one could ever achieve. So for me, my world record is 56.88. Went a little bit slower in Tokyo than that. Obviously, that wasn't my intentions, but with COVID, with the travel, with everything that got in our way, I'm very happy with that time. But this next 3 years is how we achieve Project Immortal.
Having broken world records 14 times across the 50 metres and 100 metres breaststroke, he says the key to his success is anger.
Red mist for me is that is my super strength. I can go and use anger to the nth degree. I can use it to push through barriers that no one else can push through. I don't know where I get it from. It's just almost manipulated, like a fight or flight response. It's got to be war. You've got to treat it like they're going to take something from you, because they are. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because there is no sugarcoating to do. This is how I am. This is how I perform. And that, requires cutting my competitors off and completely channeling myself into absolute performance.
Winning gold in Tokyo was his biggest ever challenge, not because of the competition, but rather the lack of it due to COVID.
Going into 2021 Olympics, that was tough. That was very tough because my mindset was geared up for last year. So I had a lot more pressure, a lot more relief when it actually paid off, but it also cost me a lot. It cost me a lot to get there in terms of motivation, in terms of my commitment. I was questioning why am I doing it, and I never ever question it. I'm like, this is what I do, it's what I love. But when you've been doing it for so long without any gratitude or validation from performance, such as winning gold medals, because we didn't do it for a whole year, that's when it starts to question you, and that was a tough thing. Really the toughest thing was beating myself that year.
Was it a bit sad once you'd won? And I know there's nothing anyone can do about it, the fact there was no one there to watch it.
Well, thank God for TV. But yeah, I mean, it was, because no one can share that moment, that timeless moment with you. Your close friends, your close families, fans, fellow teammates, they're the only ones that could see it. So, yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, there's nothing you could have done about it. It's not a shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's not a moment you could have changed, and I'm just grateful it went ahead, because if it didn't happen that year, it would have been, I think, done forever. So I'm glad the moment went ahead, and I was able to create something and inspire people.
He took a 3-month break after the Olympics and swapped the pool for the dance floor on Strictly.
It was different. It was different. Normally I walk out in a pair of budgie smugglers, and now I'm walking out in a tight leotard, so it's...
Similar.
Yeah, similar, very similar, and I'm missing my fake tan. I've still got a bit of remnant here, but it was good. It was an amazing experience, because it pushed me out my comfort zone so far.
What about the future? How much more do you want to achieve?
Obviously, Paris is on the cards, and then hopefully, if we get what we want there, LA 2028, and if I can do what I do there, both of them, I'm already living my childhood dream, so I don't even know what that would be. That's my man dream.
Now a dad to baby George, he hopes he's not a swimmer.
You naturally want to push them to football, golf, tennis. But I mean, if he wants to be a swimmer, he's never going to beat my times. So if he's reading this, if he's listening to this in 10 years, go on, son. But it will take everything, your social life, your soul, your heart, absolutely everything. Because if you don't give everything, it won't pay off.
And yet he's willing to push for 7 more years to complete Project Immortal. Jackie Beltrao, Sky News.